Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Wakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And hey, we living in the last days, man. The Most High is fighting for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And he fighting for his elect. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the Bible. And you are the chosen people. You are the greatest people to ever walk the earth, man. Your bloodline is a royal bloodline. And the Most High is only dealing with the nation of Israel. And we are living in the last days where you see the Most High judging the nations because of all the nations, all of their collective tumults and all of their councils and all of their tricks and their snares that they put to trap the children of Israel is backfiring on them, man. Moab, the so-called Chinese, they are going to be judged by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, because of their the things that they done to be partakers in the downfall of the nation of Israel. Yeah, they were a part of it too, man. They joined with the nation of Edom and said, let us cut off Israel from being a nation, man. They was one of the nations who helped Esau, Edom to destroy the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the children of Israel. You know? And the Most High is not going to forget that. The Most High is he want all the smoke with these nations, man. And these nations, you know, they ain't got no power, man. Right? The only power that they got is the power that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave them, and the Most High is completely ripping it from under them, man. Here it is. You got let's go to it. Here it is. You got mother accused of shooting sons and tried to shoot neighbor. Children not expected to survive, man. Now, as you're gonna see in the story, it was a so-called Chinese woman, man. Never throughout the history of America have you ever heard me, you know, for one, to hear about Moab, you know, picking up a shotgun and shooting her kids, man. That's something Esau Edom would do, right? But see, these nations, they can't deal with the sins that they committed, man. So the Most High is plaguing them with these demons, man. The Most High is plaguing them with spirits, you know, putting that guilt on them, man. So they can't deal with it, man. For years after years after years, these nations have gotten rich and have survived and have flourished off of the backs of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So before I play this, let me get this precept right. This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 8. And it says, the judgment on Moab. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Moab and Seir do say, behold, the house of Judah is like unto all the heathen. So here it is, Seir, which is Esau, Edom, right? Mount Seir, right? And Moab, who are the so-called Chinese, they always had a pact, man. The so-called Chinese and so-called white race, they've always had a pact together. They always had a alliance, right? Even to this day, right? Therefore, behold, I will open the side of Moab from the cities and from cities which are on his frontiers, the glory of the country, Beth Jeshimoth, Baal Meon, and Karathium, right? Unto the son, Salakia, unto the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations. So this is the Most High judging Moab, judging Esau, and judging the so-called Japanese, man. Right? Verse 11. It says, "And I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am the Lord," man. Right? So none of these nations are going to escape from the hell that they put on the nation of Israel, man. Right? None of them. So let's play this real quick, man. Hey, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And if you're in the spirit, I know brothers in the that's in this truth in the spirit. We wishing curses and judgment come upon these nations, man, because they are proud, right? They look down on the children of Israel like we're nothing when we're greater than them, way greater than them, right? So it's time that these nations catch hell, man. So we're gonna play this. Yahweh Shem Yahushua elect Be'elifah. Shalom.
Police in Bucks County are still searching for answers into a terrible crime today. A mother who shot her 2 young sons as they lay sleeping in their bed. Authorities say the woman who isn't.
This is how we play. Find out more at LegoStarWars.com. He said so separately.
Salaki
is in custody, tried to kill others as well, including.
And Salaki, you see what happened, man. Satan. I never got a damn a commercial while doing the video. Not like that, man. I just started this video, man. Damn Satan, yo. Salaki Israel. I played it back a little bit.
Mother who shot her 2 young sons as they lay sleeping in their beds. Authorities say the woman who is in custody tried to kill others as well, including herself. Tonight, the 38-year-old Newtown woman is expected to be charged with murder and attempted murder as the Bucks County community tries to understand what happened and why.
Hey, I'll tell you what happened, man. The Most High is plaguing these nations, and he plagued that damn Moabite woman, right? Put the spirit in her to do that, man. Right? And you know what? We give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for that, man. Right? Because the Most High is bringing judgment on these nations for what they did to the nation of Israel, man. Like I said earlier, it's not hard to believe, man. Nothing hard to figure out. If you do something to somebody, you're gonna get it back, and that's what you see, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. "And the Lord thy power would put all these curses upon thine enemies." Because Moab is the enemy to the nation of Israel, to the children of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, these Chinese people, these so-called Chinese people ain't your friend, man. They sell you rat, cat, dog, damn spider, human meat. You ask me in these Chinese spots, man. You come in they hair salons, you know, it's hurry up and buy, right? They got names for so-called Negroes out there in China, man. Monkey boys, bubble lip. They call you a pure nigga, man. There was a video with I believe the basketball star Steph Curry. He got off the bus in China. They was straight calling him a nigga. Right? Go back to America, nigga. Just saying it all freely, man. Right? So Moab is our enemy too, man. Right? So this is why the Most High said what he said. Deuteronomy 30 and 7 again. "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee," man. Right? So the Most High is gonna put all the curses that we dealt with. He gonna take them off of us and put them on these other nations, man. And they not gonna escape, man. And these nations ain't strong enough to deal with what we dealt with, what we still dealing with. These nations will be finished, man. They're already finished, man. Any type of hell come upon these other nations, Hey, they panicked, man. Everybody looked for the children of Israel to help them out, man. Nobody can live without the children of Israel on this planet, man. None of these other nations will flourish without us, man. None of them. So that's what you see going on, man. Curses being put on our enemies.
Was held this evening for the young victims, ages 9 and 13. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live in Newtown with more on the tragedy. Annie.
And Rick, memorials still remain outside here of Newtown Middle School, where a vigil was held earlier tonight. Now, both of those young boys were taken to the hospital still alive, but this afternoon, District Attorney Matt Weintraub said that they are not expected to survive, and their families made the difficult decisions to donate their organs. A vigil was held tonight at Newtown Middle School for two young boys found shot in their beds, allegedly by their mother this morning. Friends identified the victims as 13.
Look at them. This is these kids, man. Hey, she shot them when they were asleep. This reminds me of that old horror movie in Amityville. Remember that old movie Amityville where the man, he got the spirits put on him and the walls was bleeding in the house, and he went and he shot his, that's a true story, man. He shot his whole family while they were sleeping in the bed, man, with a shotgun. And I believe he killed himself too. And in this instance, she killed her kids. She tried to kill her neighbor and she tried to kill herself, man. Right? Why should we feel sorry for these other nations, man? They don't give a damn when our children are killed. They don't give a damn when our children go through hell and get locked up unjustly and all that, man. You just had one of our kids, 8 years old, getting handcuffed because he stole a bag of chips from the store, man. Stupid ass cops, man. So this land, this country don't give a damn about so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So why the hell should we give a damn about any of these other nations? To hell with them. Right? This is Judith chapter 16, verse 17. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred, man. Right? The Lord Almighty will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment, man. And this is the day that you live. This is the day of judgment upon these nations that the Lord Almighty, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is bringing them upon them, man. And hey, they can't escape, right? So I'm going to read it from the top. This is Judith 16 to 17. Woe to the nations, destruction to the nations. That's what woe is, destruction. Destruction to the nations that rise up against my kindred, right? Who's the kindred? Who's the kindred that's being referenced here? Huh? The children of Israel, man. The Israelites. The Lord Almighty will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment and put in fire and worms in their flesh, and they shall fill them and weep forever, man. These nations are about to be weeping until the end, man. Right? A lot of these, they're going to be consumed with worms, right? And fire, right? Because ultimately, these nations are going to be destroyed by nuclear fire, man. And hey, that's what it is. Continue.
9-year-old Jeffrey Teeney, who friends called JT, and 9-year-old Nelson Teeney. Police say their mother, 38-year-old Trin Wynn, shot them in the head inside their Upper Makefield Township home on Timber Ridge Road.
And that's, hey, just her, man. She looked like something up with her, man. Look at her. Look at her, man. She looked finished, man. She looked like something up with her. She looked like she got nothing but spirits on her. Right? And that's Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All praises. All praises, man. Hey, it's a beautiful time we living in, brothers. to see these nations cry and weep and gnash their teeth and ask for mercy and get none, and just to see them get paid back and get vengeance put upon them for what they did, what they've been doing to us, how they set up a system to destroy us, and it didn't happen, because you can't destroy the Israelites, man. There's no way the Most High is going to let you destroy his nation, man. Right?
Shot them in the head inside their Upper Makefield Township home on Timber Ridge Road. And what authorities are calling a domestic situation, the mother then approached a neighbor following the shooting.
Nguyen handed him a box of photos outside the residence and asked him to give the box to her ex-husband, whom he worked with. When Melchiondo turned around and faced Nguyen, he saw Nguyen pointing a black revolver to his face. Nguyen then pulled the trigger 2 times, but by the grace of God, the gun did not fire. Melchiondo engaged Nguyen, wrapped her in a bear hug, and eventually was able to disarm her.
After fleeing, the mother was taken into custody a short time later at a nearby church. She was then transported to the hospital and arraigned tonight. At tonight's vigil, JT's baseball teammate said this about their friend.
He was always like the best teammate. He was always happy and bringing like smiles.
Hey, man, listen. You can say what you want about him, man. But hey, the Most High, hey, Peyton Shaw, hey, man, all you nations, you got a hell of a lot coming to you, man. A hell of a lot of judgment coming to you, man. Because since we came over here, since you brought us over here on slave ships, man, we've been getting our ass whooped, right? We've been getting shot dead. We've been getting hung, right? We've been having laws set up to where we can't even look up, man. Right? Back in the days, if we even look at a so-called white person, man, hey, we would get put to death or get arrested, man. What kind of shit is that, man? So these nations, man, they came together happily, right? To destroy the children of Israel, man. To put us through hell, right? But you brought us over here. But when you brought us over here, you thought that y'all was just gonna have y'all way with us. Y'all was just gonna do whatever to us, and ain't nothing gonna happen to you, man. You just gonna live, and you're gonna live in peace and harmony. But nah, Yahweh Shem Yahushua got other plans for you nations, man. And you ain't gonna like it. Right? So this will be my last one. I'm gonna close out. This is Jeremiah 46, Salakia 48 verse. I'm gonna start at 46, and it reads, right? 46, right? It says, "Woe be unto thee, O Moab! The people of Chemosh perisheth, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives. Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days, saith the Lord. Thus far is the judgment of Moab." Man, so now we're in the time of Moab being judged, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, being judged, and you Ishmaelites, you Arabs, you damn you Elamites, you East Indians, right? You Africans, right? You Japanese, all of y'all, the Most High has y'all number, man. The Most High has all y'all number, man. He ain't forget nothing y'all did to his chosen, man. To his people. You're not gonna get away, man. Whether it's your friend, your mother, your guidance counselor, your life coach, all you nations, man, you're gonna pay a heavy price, man. Call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wakal Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Hey, that's what we got to pray for. We got to pray for more judgment upon the nations, man. And we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Yeah, how about Shemi Awashai is doing it, man? You got a problem, you take it up with him. But you can't, man. But Israel, you got to repent and turn to the Most High, man, because you don't want to die here along with your enemies. Keep the faith in Yahweh Shemi Awashai. Keep the commandments. Repent. Stay strong in the spirit. We almost out of here, Israel. Shalom. Love y'all.
To people's faces.
He was always ready to play, and he was never like sad at any moment. He was like the happiest kid I knew.
And said that Nelson excelled at swimming and baseball just like his big brother.
He was a good baseball player too. He had a long career ahead of him. It's such a shame.
And Rick Tonight Wynn was arraigned on attempted murder charges. Police also believe that she may have tried to take her own life. For now, reporting live in Newtown, Annie McCormick.